had that third failure in a row, did you think, I need to pack this in?
Never.
Why not?
I don't ever give up. I mean, I'd have to be dead or completely incapacitated.
There are American heroes who don't like this idea. Neil Armstrong, Gene Cernan have both testified against commercial spaceflight in the way that you're developing it, and I wonder what you think of that.
I was very sad to see that, because those guys are, those guys are heroes of mine, so it's really tough. I wish they would come and visit and see the hardware that we're doing here. And I think that would change their mind.
They inspired you to do this, didn't they?
Yes.
And to see them casting stones in your direction.
It's difficult. Probably not the guy that most people would bet on.
Who wins?
It's like a little kid fighting a bunch of sumo wrestlers. Usually the sumo wrestlers win. We're a little scrappy company. Every now and again, a little scrappy company wins. And I think this will be one of them.
Everyone from the Doge community that's in here tonight, I want you to listen to me very carefully. Right at this moment, I want you to stop what you're doing. Even anything else you might be doing, we'll have in the stream. And I want you to look. I want you to look at that computer screen monitor or that TV screen in front of you with that thumbnail art and my voice coming through to you right now. And I want you to understand one big, simple, epic concept. We are going to win. We are going to win. We are going to win. We've got the Doge momentum. Can you dig it?
Maybe have some fun. I mean, it's like there's a good chance that crypto is the future currency of Earth. Right. And then it's like, well, which one is it going to be? Like, what would be the most ironic outcome? That the currency that was invented as a joke, in fact, becomes the real currency.
Right. Wow. No, absolutely. So, to the moon.
To the moon.
When you had that third failure in a row, did you think, I need to pack this in?
Never.
Why not?
I don't ever give up.
Don't worry, we'll get a good amount of charting in. I always forget to unmute that mic. So apologize for that. Okay, Real Deal Steven Steele coming to you live, large and in charge. We'll be toggling back and forth between this screen and the charts. And don't worry, we're going to keep an eye on Doge. We're going to keep an eye on the charting. And thanks for joining us this late evening. Things have just been kind of hectic, honestly, between my schedule and my health. So that's why I've been going on later, and so just kind of in a rougher patch than usual. So we're gonna push through it. We're gonna stay positive, and we're gonna keep the Doge momentum going strong. Who do we got in here? We got Jacob, we've got Christopher, we've got Alan Schneider, we've got Mama Crypto, of course, Crypto Tank Girl, Zombie Doge Army, Mike Tracy, Ramon. We've got Ramon, King Cobra. Welcome. Slay Blaze, of course. Hey, Erectile Reptile, good to see you back in the mix. James Apple says Doge X official. Yes, Doge X to the moon. Christopher James, Sliding Edge. List goes on. If you haven't smashed that like button, if you could just take a moment to do that, it really does help out the channel. Also, if you're brand new here, I'd like to personally welcome you. You're watching Steven Steele Live. I am Steven Steele, and it's good to have you here in our little eccentric slice of the internet. I don't have any kind of mapped out show for tonight. I'm just kind of coming on for a little bit. I didn't have the time and energy to put together like the full structured show, so we're just gonna freestyle it tonight, and I'll be feeding off of you guys what you guys want to talk about or any questions that you have. I'll be keeping a close eye on the chat as well. Speaking of which, if you feel compelled to super chat anywhere throughout the duration of this stream, that's obviously hugely appreciated for all the time and efforts put forth. You can just super chat through YouTube, and feel free to ask me whatever questions or comments you want. I will field them to the best of my ability. And we've got Kenny Potter. Hey, it's your nephew. You know, that is Kenny. That kid, he's a talent. He's a talent, particularly for his age, but a talent either way. So I told you guys that I'm a recording artist. I used to do it for a living. I still do, but it's kind of more just like a part-time thing. So those of you who have been following me for a bit know this, and I have two projects. I have one called Ice Island, and I have another one called Medium Fun. Medium Fun is the side project that I do with my nephew Kenny, and I think it's pretty good stuff. You can check it out on Spotify, etc. Zombie Doge Army coming in, starting things off, put a little pep, much needed pep in my step, frankly, with a $5 super chat. Thank you for this $5 super chat, Zombie Doge Army. I saw Josh Rendell disavows calling me a VAG last night. Shake my head. And the rivalry continues. So, yeah, I saw that too. You guys cracked me up. Doge is down a little bit for the day today, but it's nothing to be concerned about because it's following the course correction that both Bitcoin and Ethereum are experiencing. So as we know, we're still living in a Bitcoin dominated market. So that's going to cascade down and kind of dictate what Doge does a lot. And, it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Some things will never change, except we won't always live in Bitcoin dominance eventually. I do believe, and I respectfully disagreed with my esteemed guest the other day, Chad Paxton, that I do think that we are going to see a day where an Ethereum takes that #1 market cap spot away from BTC. $2 super chat coming in for, $2 make you holler from Jacob Arby's. Doge X update on pricing and when selling will group. Are you asking me an update on pricing, where I think Doge X is headed? Feel free to correct me in the chat if that's not what you're asking, but I'll take a stab at it if that's what I think you are implying. So Doge X started with 10,000 pieces. That's a very big collection. And now it's down to about between 14 and 1,500. It's kind of on the tail end there. It's a long-term project. This is a long-term investment in my opinion. That's how I'm viewing it, and I think that's what will be most advantageous for this project, because the metaverse surrounding it is very expansive. It's very well thought out, and there's going to be a lot of perks in membership, including a lot of different airdrops and adventures and gaming and perks and things of this nature to add more and more value to your investment. So given a project that has this much of a metaverse work put behind it in the back end of it, and given that it's going to be operating over the sandbox system, I think that this is going to have a high likelihood of increasing in market value over a period of time. Now, we do see other it can work both ways, and I've been studying NFT collections a lot with a lot of my any bit of my free time that I have, and NFT collections seem to sometimes they'll mint out like immediately, but what I'm learning, and this is what I don't think's dawned on a lot of people yet, collections that mint immediately, I mean, they're going to fall in one of two camps. Either the second that minting's done, or the minute after that minting's done, the floor price goes way high. And obviously that's an awesome thing if you're one of the people that got in, right? But I've also seen it happen many times now where, and this is becoming more and more of a common occurrence, where a collection will mint out and then the floor price will drop a lot due to panic sellers, and paper hands, as they say, and that can be an adjustment period for a while. Now, some of the most successful NFT projects I've seen lately have done this thing where they'll mint out within like 1 to 4 or 5 weeks, sometimes immediately, sometimes within like a 6-week period, and then they'll go through a paper hand period, particularly the larger collections, and then once the paper hand period happens and the paper hands get out, you start to see that floor level. Once they go through those phases, they start to see that floor really rise exponentially and quickly. Another thing too I'd like to add to this topic, because I think it's an interesting one, is I think once Doge really starts taking off and running again, I think it's going to bring up the value of all the Doge-related or Doge-esque themed NFTs out there. And I think shouldn't underestimate that. And I think that DogeX is going to be a big benefactor of that. So hopefully that helps you there. I'm still feeling really good about the project, and particularly because I talk to the metaverse developer a lot, so I know how much work he's put in. I know all the things that are coming, and I know how much value is going to be continuously added to the project over a period of time. New member from AKPS I don't even know how to pronounce that, but welcome AKPS7. Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you for supporting the channel. And welcome to membership. Love to see that lean green on the screen, if you know what I mean. Welcome to membership. Now you have unlocked the members only emojis. You've unlocked the badge. And you've unlocked copious amounts of members only material that awaits you, including many members only streams with a lot of valuable information that the other members can attest to, I'm sure. Though I'm not sure if I don't know if you'd classify the members only streams as being more valuable in terms of the information, or just more goofy. I think it's equal parts. I think they're even a bit more goofy, and but we also deep dive into stuff. I deep dive more into my personal investments portfolio, getting more details about that and some tips regarding that. Amina T, hello Stephen. Hi Mina T. Good to see you back in the mix. I got a rank 355 out of 10K so far. That's very good ranking. That's a very good ranking, Jacob. Sounds like that little Doji is well positioned, and I'm very fond of the Doge's artwork. It's clean, but it's scrappy. It's not like too perfect. Truckin' all day. $5. Thank you, Truckin' All Day. Appreciate you. I'm seeing more NFTs on the BSE network. Yes, you are starting to see this crossover more and more. I imagine that's in part due to the gas fee situation. So we are going to continue to see Ethereum alternatives within the NFT scene continually rise until Ethereum gets a better grasp on the gas situation to bring those fees down. I love Ethereum. I'm very bullish on Ethereum. I think it's an incredible long-term investment. I'm not wavered in that at all. It's my second largest position. That being said, they got to get a handle on this, and I have no doubt that they will. Vitalik Buterin is a brilliant man, a brilliant guy. He's completely aware of the challenges that face him, and already is having the fixes to these things well underway. So, and plus Ethereum has the advantage of being around long enough and making all those very big connections with various captains of industry. Ethereum's not going anywhere. I think there's plenty of room for both Ethereum and Ethereum alternatives to flourish here. Is Solana going to be around for a long time? I don't know, but I know there's plenty of room for the market for it to do pretty well as it is, right? Let's see here. I love it, Slotty Nudge says. I love it. So, where do we go now? Where do we go now? So many of you may be asking, where do we go now? Where's the market going now? Why is my dog money not ascending into outer space quite yet? Slow and steady wins the race, guys. And Dogecoin is definitely evolving to be an example of that. I keep saying over and over again, I don't mean to sound like a stuck record, but Doge is doing just fine. Bitcoin is doing just fine. Ethereum is doing just fine. When we look at the metrics, when you look at the charting over the last 12 months, Dogecoin's up over, as it is now, okay? Not even including its future increases where it'll be at, but as it is now, 12 months ago, Dogecoin has risen over 8,600%. Ethereum has risen over 820%. And Bitcoin is up about 350%, right around there. So, this stuff can kind of seem tedious on the day-to-day basis, but tedious isn't bad, honestly, when you're talking about long-term investments. That shows stability. That shows accumulation periods, stability periods. All of these things are healthy signs, right? When investing in solid long-term projects. And sometimes it can feel a bit of a bummer, right? Like when you see other projects, seemingly anyway,
They seem to be succeeding more than Dogecoin, right? You see Shiba Inu lately just be super bullish. That's fine. That's fine. Let them have their day in the sun. I remember months ago, everybody was like, oh, Dogecoin's over. SafeMoon's where it's at now. And I was like, I mean, no disrespect to SafeMoon, but it's not this ultimatum where all of a sudden, like, SafeMoon's going to do in Dogecoin or pass up Dogecoin or something like this. I was like, no way. So, you know, slow and steady wins the race, guys. And the fact that Dogecoin is hanging out at a very solid, stable floor at about between 24 and 25 cents, considering it's come almost 9,000% since this time last year, is absolutely extraordinary. Now think about this. Most times when you see those super parabolic rises, when you see a coin go 1,000, 2,000, 3,000x plus, we know what happens to them almost every time. They come crashing down and to never rise again. Now, what would you rather have, folks? What would you rather have, ladies and gentlemen? What would you rather have, ladies and gentlemen? Would you rather have a coin that goes completely super duper parabolic once and then crashes, never to rise again, like what happens most of the time with trajectories of that nature? Or would you rather have something that has some peaks and valleys, but overall is headed in a stable, but increasing direction? This is a game of 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And people got to stop freaking out and getting discouraged every time we have our 1 step back. It's okay to have 1 steps back. We're in a 1 step back. Okay? Again, think of it this way. Most coins that go super parabolic without enough retracement, that's big, that's danger zone, man. This is what they do. Now, for the people who cashed out at the top, that's great. Probably life-changing amounts of money there, right? Life-changing amounts. Wife-changing, even, as some say. I like that saying. But what if you were asleep during that parabolic rise that maybe lasted 2 hours tops? What if you're asleep? What if you're working and you weren't looking at your phone? What if you were in a movie? What if you're on a date and you're trying to be polite to your date and not look at your phone and you're just out to dinner? Then you get home, or then you wake up, you open your phone. This stuff happens all the time, folks. I've heard these stories all the time. This is very real part of this stuff. People will wake up, read the headlines, and look at the window that they missed, right? They look at the window that they missed for making upwards of $100,000, $500,000, $800,000, $1 million. Seriously. But they missed out on maybe the 90% plus of that parabolic peak. Trucking all day, coming in large and in charge with big Doge energy, lightening up, sharing my ham profits. Thank you so much, and thank you, Hamster Coin. Share the wealth, brother. Thank you so much. So I thank you. I thank you, Trucking All Day. I thank you for your savvy investment skills with these shorting these sort of coins, and I thank you, Hamster Coin. Appreciate you, Trucking All Day. We love Trucking All Day here. Trucking All Day, solid, dude. If you're single, you can spend more on Doge. This is true. So, my point is, Dogecoin isn't that kind of a project. Dogecoin isn't that kind of a project. It's a more conservative investment within crypto. I mean, there are no conservative investments in crypto, really. It's all risky. See what I did there? But there's less risky investments there versus high risk and lower risk investments in cryptocurrency, and Dogecoin definitely at this stage in the game, at the chapter it's on, falls under lower risk investments. Got some Twitter therapy today, getting the SHIB scammers off my chest. Oh yeah, a lot going on there, a lot of tension going on there, right? I tweeted actually something out today, and I didn't want to I don't want to turn this into like a SHIB bash fest or anything like that, but I just thought I had to get this out. I had to put it on record, and a fair amount of people seem to agree. And I just simply stated this. I said, just to make a few things clear, when Elon mentions his dog, he's not signaling to SHIB, Floki, or any other Doge spin-off token. When Elon refers to a Shiba Inu dog, he's not signaling to SHIB, Floki, or any other Doge spin-off token. Elon loves Dogecoin. It's that simple. Now, I didn't go out of my way to slam all those other tokens and those other projects, but I think it is important, right? I think it is important, just for the record, that people know that those are the facts, Jack. That's the deal, Camille. That is what's true, Little Brew. These things, a lot of people don't even know what I just stated. There's a lot of efforts out there within these different various Doge knockoff communities to make you think that Elon has a vested interest in their projects, that Elon is mentioning their projects, and obviously using this as leverage to pump the perceived value of the project. And it's kind of it's sleazy tactics, it's sleazy tactics, and it is what it is, but it's not illegal what they're doing. But that doesn't mean that we can't call it what it is. Sliding Edge, $2 make ya holler. Steele was more tactful than I today. Doge is global, Northwood Petrie says. Yes, indeed. Dogecoin worldwide. I made a pretty good meme with the Step Brothers from a still shot from their rap video, except I superimposed Doge heads on top of them, on top of their heads on the boat, and I said Dogecoin worldwide on it. I think it got a pretty good amount of traction when I put that out. That's what it reminded me of. Kenny says, teach me how crypto works, sir. I don't understand any of this, but I'm enjoying the stream. Oh, yeah. That's good to hear, Kenny. And he's not alone, actually. I get people that DM me sometimes. I had a girl just DM me, actually, the day before yesterday. She's like, I don't know anything about crypto. I'm not sure if I care about it, but I just love watching the stream. I just love having it on, and I like the vibe, which is a huge compliment. I love when I hear that. SHIB holders spamming is relentless. So there's a lot of bot activity there, right? There's a lot of bot activity, no doubt about it, with the SHIB stuff. Obviously, to give them credit, their shrewd and rude and uncouth marketing tactics have been effective. They have. I don't like it. I don't respect it, but it's been effective. To me, I love making money like everyone else, but that's not the only thing in life. And sometimes you got to look at things and you got to say, what's more worth it? Being a total douche or making less money? Sometimes you just got to ask yourself that. There's been many times where I chose to make less money Many times. Let's see. Markets are low. Yeah, they're low. The whole market's down right now. Whole market's down right now. Has anyone seen the new James Bond movie? Anyone seen the new James Bond film? I have not. I can't even really get out of the house much, to be honest with you guys, yet. But I haven't seen it yet. I am a big fan of the James Bond legacy. A couple of the more recent ones, they didn't grab me as much as the others, but Mina T coming in with a $5 super chat. Hi, Steven. Thanks. Oh, your thoughts on T-King, please and thank you. Ooh, I gotta address this one because you super chatted for it. T-King, it's a lightning rod. It's proven to be a lightning rod topic in the Dogecoin community. To a certain degree, I think unnecessarily so. So I think the temperature has started to cool on that in the Doge community. I'd like to think so anyway. So T-King. I don't talk about T-King too much, but my thoughts are, in Matt Wallace's defense, anybody who invested in T-King right when he said to invest in it is up exponentially at this stage in the game. Retracements included, is up exponentially. So say what you want about Matt, say what you want about T-King. If you did take his advice and invest in T-King right when Matt advised to do so, you'd be up exponentially. Those are just the facts. Now, where do I see the future of T-King? Well, it's been very bullish very recently, right? As I understand, over the last few days, it's been pretty bullish. Now, this Tiger King Season 2 is about to come out. The Tiger King coin community seems to think this is going to have a pretty significant effect on the market value of the coin. I don't know if this is going to be the case or not. This is such new territory that I just don't know. But I think it's a reasonable conclusion to think that it's going to be there's a high probability it's going to be a net positive for the project. Now, other people have strong feelings about the Tiger King himself. He's a very controversial character, right? So some people think he's the worst person in the world. Other people think he's innocent. Then there's people who think that the truth's probably somewhere in between, that he's not a perfect guy, but he's probably not the worst guy either. So people have strong feelings about about Tiger King, and so that spills over into their sentiments over the Tiger King coin. But I have to say, all of my personal interactions with the Tiger King coin community have been very pleasant. They've been very nice, positive people from my experiences. So I hope that helps. If people, it's one of these things too where you can kind of see how ridiculous it can get if you keep letting yourself spiral down a rabbit hole in terms of, I know a fair amount of people gave Matt Wallace heat for getting really bullish on Tiger King coin and talking about it a lot. Well, at the same time, I noticed a lot of those same people are also very bullish on SHIB, SHIB's been a direct insult to Dogecoin. They call themselves the Dogecoin killer, right? So I don't know. Then some double standards really start to come into play at that point, that are worth reflecting on. When Doge isn't coming along as fast and big as we want it to, I think it's easy to start getting into this cyclical firing squad where you're like, well, this project's taken away from Doge, this project's taken away from Doge, this project's taken away from Doge, and you start blaming different projects on the lack of success of Dogecoin. There's really no way to gauge these kinds of metrics with accuracy. Furthermore, in my opinion, it's just not the best look to kind of go on a warpath with other with other people in the Doge community about like, hey, you shouldn't be putting in money here because you're betraying Doge and this, that, and the other thing. I mean, it's people's money. They can do what they want with their own money. I think it has a much more bullish and a much more positive effect on Dogecoin if we just remain positive and fun and let people come and go as they please. And there's plenty of new investors out there, folks. There's plenty of investors out there that aren't even on social media that are big time Doge investors. So, I mean, I get it, but at the same time, just have fun. Don't forget to have fun. It's Sound God says we need Steven to be a new leader. Thank you, Sound God. So I just think it's a balance, right? Like, Sound God, I saw what you're saying before there, and I empathize. Like, I empathize with what you're saying. I just see myself as almost an unofficial ambassador or diplomat to try to keep things together, keep people together, and keep things positive. I'm not saying I don't get what you're saying. Like, I get it. Like, I get the sentiment. Like, I understand. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But I think it serves us much better to be positive. Anyway, Mina T, thank you for always supporting the channel. And thank you for your super chat, hon. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Anyway, so here we are coming in on a Monday. Oh, another news today. Other news today is Billy Marcus launched another NFT line called Blocky Doge The Guilds. I think that's what the full name, The Guilds. So it's like he released one NFT line of very pixelated looking Doge NFTs. I think it was a couple months ago, maybe 2 months ago now, if I'm not mistaken. But he only released 100 of them, and the floor on that 100 collection of 100 is about 8 ETH, which is considerable amount of money, right? Well, today, with 10 minutes notice on Twitter, he announced the launching and the minting of a subsect of the Blocky Doge called Blocky Doge Guides or Guilds. Here, let me look it up. I actually ended up getting one today. I missed out on the mint because people were just a lot quicker to draw than me, even though I was right there. But I ended up getting one on OpenSeas after the fact. Let's see here. I got a really goofy looking one. Yeah, Blocky Doge Guilds. I got fog on the brain. Zombie Doge Army coming with $3 super sticker of a big thumbs up on that pair. Doing this one. Mark Lance, tell all your uncles and all your aunts, says, good to be online listening. Great show. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, I think that's a pretty apt analogy there on Billy Sound Gods. Alan Schneider come in with $2, making a holler for the chair fund, Stephen. Thank you so much. I'm in the process of getting a new overhaul here, guys. I'm buying pieces as I can afford them, right? So there's a chair and a desk coming, and I got headphones, and then I gotta wait till I make some more money to start getting the other parts of my new setup, but we're getting there. Love the Audio Technica M50 cans. I have white ones too, and love how they sound. Yeah, thank you. For my budget, this was the best. After research, this was the best I could find for the budget that I'm on. Good mid-tier, solid mid-tier. After that, I don't have I don't have $2,000 to sink into just like some awesome German headphones. And the white look just gives it a little bit of a future vibe. Caleb says, always enjoy your show. Thank you, man. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. Billy is definitely a lot more optimistic than Jackson Palmer. Jackson Palmer hates crypto. He has a very, oh man, he's entitled to feel how he wants to feel, you know. It's fine. Let's see. Please someone explain NFTs to me. Mr. Steele, what do it be? Kenny, I could text you all about NFTs, but in a nutshell, if you're like Kenny, you're not even quite sure what an NFT is. It's basically digital art, like digital artwork. And so the blockchain technology, the same technology that's used for cryptocurrency money, digital money, to give digital money value and ownership, is the same technology that's applied to digital art. So it kind of solves the dilemma of being able to buy and sell and collect digital art and have ownership over digital art, right? So what's kind of happening now is people are buying and selling NFTs, buying and selling digital art, and there's a ton of secondary applications and communities that are building around different art collections, art projects, NFT lines, communities that are being built around these NFT lines, membership perks, all this other stuff. So it's evolving rapidly every day. But there's people right now just successfully making money off of buying and selling NFTs. Steven, what is the artwork behind you? Looks cool. Vampire Kangaroo, that is, the artist is unknown, but it's from 1963, and it's Impressionism. It's a modernist, impressionist interpretation of the Roman army, Roman soldiers. Ben, thank you. You've got good taste, sir. Steve, you deserve to be at the top when Doge moons. You've put in a lot of work and effort into this. Thank you, Beto. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. If you put 22K into Sheev and it hit 1 cent, I'd become a millionaire. Too risky, though. King Krober, it's very risky. I'll tell you why, because Sheev ain't going to a penny. Sheev is not going to a penny. The market cap that would have to be achieved in order for Sheev to even make it to a penny would be about close to $4 trillion, guys. $4 trillion. $4 trillion for Sheev to make it to 1 penny. And the reason why is because there's so many. I mean, they start off with a quadrillion of them. Kenny, Audio-Technica makes some of the best mixing headphones with really accurate frequency response. So if you ever need to make some music with them, that's true. Audio-Technica, for like solid mid-tier affordability headphones, highly recommended. They fit nice and snug too, and the range on them is pretty good, Kenny, as you're aware. The painting isn't crooked. My computer is sitting crooked. The painting is actually even, Steven. See what I did there? It's just a little bit... I keep my laptop, because streaming runs the processor so hard, I keep my laptop on a cooling pad when I'm running it to keep my computer running smoothly and not overheating. So I think by putting on the cooling pad, it tilts the computer a little bit. The math is unrealistic. Beto is correct. The math just isn't there. Anybody tells you otherwise, they're not being honest with you, or they don't know better. One of the two. It's one of the two. One of the two. That's not even a song, but it sounds like it is. It sounds like one of the two sounds like it'd be like a pretty good like 80s or 90s sitcom. One of the two. One of the two. All right, gang. All right. Let's get down to it, boppers. Yeah, Sheeb to 1 penny is like Doge to 10K. I mean, essentially. It's kind of ridiculous. Anything about Kuma Inu? No, I didn't even know it existed. Let me look it up quick, though. Let's look it up just for fun. Just for fun. Kuma Inu. Okay, let me take that back. I've heard of it, but I don't know anything about it. Let's see. Let's go to the website. Oh, look at that. Another Shiba Inu dog. A cartoon. Looks like it was generated right off of Fiverr. Kuma Inu. Kuma Inu is a community-focused DeFi cryptocurrency project consisting of Kumo Breeder, Kuma Dex, and Kuma NFT, of course. Of course, gotta have NFTs in there. This token is fully decentralized, community-driven. These are on Rails because of our beloved Kuma Inu family. Total supply, 1 quadrillion. Liquidity locked, okay, I guess. 20K holders. It's no small feat, getting 20K holders. Yeah, I don't know, look. My opinion of Kuma Inu, it's the same as it is with, every Doge spinoff token. It's all pretty much the same stuff, guys. It's all pretty much the same stuff. Now, can you make money on these projects? If you get in early enough, sometimes. I know 2 people that made off really well on Doge, essentially Doge ripoff projects, token projects, and I'm happy for them. Good for them. These are not projects I respect, however. These are not projects I respect. They're literally taking the mascot and the branding of Dogecoin for your own project because you just don't want to go through the hassle of trying to create buzz through your own branding. I don't know. But that's my honest opinion on it. But am I telling you not to invest in it? No, I'm not telling you not to invest in it. Am I telling you can't make good money on it? I'm not telling you that either. There's sometimes I'll make investments in things, in projects that I don't particularly like, I don't particularly respect, and I'll short them for some gains, and I'll reallocate those profits into the projects I do respect, or into living expenses. Which I think is a good strategy when it comes to that kind of stuff. Many of the holders are fake, and they dust wallets. That's quite possible. That's quite probable. I would need to investigate it more to make that claim, but it wouldn't surprise me, Beta. TKing is an easy 10x, 100x from its current price. Most unique meme coin by far. It is a unique project. The brand is unique. Obviously Tiger King's a very unique character. So yeah, it's going to be a unique project just by default. But yeah, I don't know. Will Tiger King 10x, 100x from here? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. I know that the people that I've met so far from that community have been really kind, really cool to me. So there's that. Steele blue eyes. Oh, brother. Investing in a coin based on Tiger Egg Show. I think it's going to go 1x. I understand Sound Gods. Like, I get it. But I always leave margin for, like, you never know. You never know. I mean, the thing is about the crypto scene is, and NFTs really, things are evolving in some directions to degrees and territories that have never been seen before. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say one way or the other. I don't even want to put in I don't even want to attempt a prediction on the project. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I think either way, the government's going to put restrictions on crypto one way or the other. The one thing we have going for us is they want our taxes. They want our tax money. So crypto is going to be around for that reason alone. Des made it clear it's not about the show anymore. They've been building out quality dApps now. Yeah, that very well could be, Nick says. So, one thing I've learned, is, particularly when it comes to crypto, and not even necessarily just relegated to crypto, is if you do the extra legwork and the extra research on what you think about something, or what you're hearing or seeing about something, one way or the other, the reality of it, the truth of it's usually somewhere in between. That's usually how it shakes out. I bought all the liquor and KFC and mashed potatoes and gravy. Someone, made a trip to KFC. You know, I briefly worked at KFC when I was a kid. Only lasted about 2 months and I quit. But back then, how they would make the gravy, they would teach us to scrape all the fat and grease off the pans, and then add like a big flavor packet. So you put all the fat and grease off of the pans in a bucket with a flavor packet, and then like dump a bunch of water in there, and then you'd like blend it with this like spinner thing. You just go, and there's your gravy. There is your gravy. I don't know if it's still that way, but that's how you used to make gravy at KFC. Okay, so here we are, face to face, a couple of silver spoons. It's 1 a.m. What's going on? Together, we're going to find our way. Together, we're making it all each day. So, what can we expect for Dogecoin this week? I think things are going to get pretty bullish starting in the middle of the week. Probably as soon as Tuesday, if not Wednesday, hump day. I think that's where the week is headed. I don't think it's going to be like incredibly bullish, but I think we're going to see some moderately bullish activity for Dogecoin, for Bitcoin, for Ethereum. Things are accumulating nicely now, and I think we're going to see another nice bump, another nice market bump across the board, probably resulting in a modest new floor for Dogecoin going into the weekend. So take that for what it's worth, guys. Take that for what it's worth. Prowess is getting heartburn. Why are you getting heartburn? Hummus pizza. That sounds good, but it sounds like that would give you heartburn. I think I've had hummus pizza before, but it's been a long time. It was pretty tasty. Doge to $1,000. Well, most of us here would be retiring if Doge went to $1,000. That was definitely life-changing money, my friends. Sound God says, I worked at Little Caesars 2 weeks when I was 16 years old. Then someone tried to kidnap me while I was holding the sign. Oh my God. Wow, that's crazy, man. Whoa, I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad, obviously, you didn't get kidnapped. I'm glad you got away. Wow, that's crazy. That's wild. Oh, those poor Little Caesars sign holders. They used to give them some really interesting signs that weren't too well thought out. Maybe that's why you're almost kidnapped, because I remember seeing this girl hold a Little Caesars sign by the intersection years ago where I used to live, and it would say hot and ready, $5. It's like, okay. Someone's got to have a talk with the higher ups over there. You can't be putting You can't be putting employees on the streets with signs like that. You got to give them a bit more context there. Tell us another summer camp story. Oh my. I have to think. I gave you the best one to my recollection. Another summer camp story. I remember my parents, when I was in junior high, they sent me to basketball camp in northern Chicago. And it seemed like a really good idea at the time. I mean, because I was actually a big basketballer when I was in grade school, and junior high and whatnot. And so I was stoked. And it was on this nice college campus, and you went to the cafeteria, all you could eat a couple times a day for food, and then you had all these basketball drills and workshops and all this kind of stuff, and it was very intense in that regard. I had 2 roommates, and these kids were super spoiled, like spoiled brats. And for me and my family, them sending me there for a basketball camp was a big investment, So, but for these kids that I got roomed with for the week at basketball camp, it was like nothing to them. They were just these rich, snotty brats, and they were so mean to me. They were such dicks to me the whole week, and they'd make fun of me behind my back, and I'm like, oh, this is terrible. And then I think I learned a few things at basketball camp, but overall, towards the end of the week, I just wanted to go home because everybody was really mean at basketball camp. Yeah, I just remember that. That might have been the beginning and the end for my affinity with basketball, frankly. I think I just started to focus more on skateboarding after that. But I remember the last day of basketball camp in our dorm room together with these guys, I remember just looking at them. And I was like, all right, see you guys later. Like, oh yeah, all right, see ya, whatever. I said something to the effect, I'm like, oh, one more thing. I'm like, you guys are assholes, man. Like, let's look at me like what? I'm like, seriously, this whole week, like, you guys just went so out of your way to be a-holes to me. And that's just really unnecessary. And they kind of looked like a couple deer in headlights. Steven is a lady killer. He's had more 10s than the Playboy Mansion. Well, it's pretty hard to top the history within those walls, my friend, of the Playboy Mansion. But I've had my tussles. Let's see. Baseball bats and chains. Kind of reminds me of my favorite gang in the movie Warriors, the Baseball Furies. Those guys. They paint half of their faces like orange or white. And then they'd wear the old school baseball uniforms, and then they'd run around the streets with bats. And I'll tell you something. If you're walking home one night and you accidentally stepped on this gang's turf and you saw them coming towards you, like, or even just walking towards you, a group of guys in old school Yankees uniforms with half of their faces painted, armed with baseball bats, that would scare the crap out of you. That would scare the daylights out of you. Very good Halloween costume idea. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, just image search Baseball Furies. Come out and play, yay! Pink Panther. Exit stage right. Yes, I love that old character. Exit stage right. Never eat fast food anymore, maybe like once every few months if I have to. Yeah, that's a good policy, frankly. You can get away with junk food sometimes, but if you start doing it on the regular, your body's gonna let you know, man. You like Brooklyn Nine-Nine? I've seen every Office episode at least 15 times. I need something new. Okay. Kenny needs help. Kenny needs help finding something that's in the general even sphere of quality as The Office, and that is it's tough to find. It's gonna be tough to find. I wouldn't say that Brooklyn Nine-Nine is going to fulfill that. I don't think Brooklyn Nine-Nine is gonna fall in that realm of quality writing, frankly. As much as I think that Andy Samberg has done genuinely some funny stuff, I'm not saying it's a bad show. I just don't think it's a great show. I would probably recommend well, Curb Your Enthusiasm. That's the obvious choice. That's where you graduate now. Yeah. He's old enough to watch that now. Yeah. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Watch Curb Your Enthusiasm. You will not be disappointed. I assure you. I promise you. Bitcoin started shooting up a little bit. Let's check it out, folks. Let's check out the market. BTC coming at you. 56,600. It is up a percentage and a half for the day. Looking modestly bullish over the last hour. Yeah, good stuff. I think this is probably the beginning of that bullish trajectory for the week that I was telling you about. Parks and Rec is 100 times better than Brooklyn. Yeah, I agree. I do like Parks and Recreation overall. It's been a long time since I watched it. That's where Chris, what's his name, got his start. Chris Pratt. So is it true Congress had the entire week off? I don't know. Is it true? Wouldn't surprise me. They do take a lot of time off. They do take a lot. Anyone see Party Down? Eastbound and Down is great. Eastbound and Down is great. Eastbound and Down is hilarious. That's another one I recommend, actually. If you guys... I like Danny McBride, though. He's always got that, like... I don't know. Danny McBride, he always plays the kind of like the same cocky... super cocky, arrogant character with no self-awareness. And he does it really well. Baseball furries, that's a whole nother topic, my friend. Whole nother topic. By the way, if any of you guys are on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. I want to stay connected to more of you guys on Instagram. I'm going to put my Instagram link in the chat because I don't have many followers on Instagram. And I've been becoming definitely more active over there. And I don't like to be solely dependent like on Twitter either for, keeping in touch with people and putting content out. Dan McBride is on Vice Principals too. Okay, I haven't seen Vice Principals. How much do you want to guess, though, that with the next James Bond movie after this one, it's going to be, like, super woke? It's already trending in, like, Wokistan, but the next James Bond is going to be, like, super woke that it's going to be... James Bond's going to almost be an unrecognizable character. I guarantee it. It's... So, you better enjoy Daniel Craig while you can, because... I have a feeling that after this, James Bond, the legacy of James Bond and the Ian Fleming inspired legacy of James Bond will probably be done for, frankly. I live 30 minutes away. Oh, okay, really close. Miller Park, they got the racing weenies there, right? Yes, sounds good, Kenny. My coffee girls are on Instagram. I don't know what coffee girls are. They sound like an NFT line. Did you mint one of the coffee girls? Yeah, they're already talking about it. Like, you even started to see it in Spectre, the James Bond film Spectre. You started to see that where James Bond was more and more of this a self-loathing character that was depreciating in self-confidence, while they would write in characters that almost had more self-confidence and assuredness than James Bond, and that's a very deliberate thing. I mean, this is all part of it's a very deliberate thing. It's all part of kind of a loose social engineering kind of thing, if you ask me. Same thing that happened to the Star Wars saga. Oh, what was that one? The Last Jedi. Anyone see The Last Jedi? Oh, gosh. Oh, and then they killed off Luke, and they just oh, man. Oh, don't even get me started on The Last Jedi. That was a bummer. I agree 100%, yeah. W07. Who said that? Who said W07? Oh, yes. Ba-na-ba-na-na-na-na. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-da. Ba-na-na-ba-na-na. Yeah, the new James Bond's going to be like, it's going to have pronouns like they, them. Let's make a lecture instead of entertainment. Yeah, it was just very heavy-handed. It's very heavy-handed. What's it all about? Dreams that never shout. Don't ask me, 'cause I don't know. That's by PIL. I forget the name of the song, though. Great song. Maybe it's just What's It All About. And PIL was the project that the singer of the Sex Pistols went on to form after the Sex Pistols went away. PIL. Good stuff. Steven, you ever think about making Doge memes live while we talk? I'm not opposed to it. I do make Doge memes as they come to me. The thing is, put it this way, I think that's a good idea, but I can't force the meme. So if a meme idea pops in my head while I'm on the air, yeah, I could go over and just live make the meme on the program. All the funny 007 guy banter will be gone forever. A lot of it will be gone forever. This is something we've talked about before, Nick and I, when he was in there. There are legitimate grievances from the past that we don't want to repeat, and progress is important, but I'm trying to articulate my thoughts in this because I do want to tread mindfully on it. But the problem that we are seeing now, the problem that we find ourselves in, is, I would say, an age and an era of overcorrection. So, and sometimes the overcorrection can become at least just as bad or worse than the original problem that you were attempting to correct society from in the past, right? So we are definitely in an era and an age of overcorrection to our own detriment as a culture and society, in my opinion, my 2 cents. Let's see here. We will give you ideas and vote on the best ones to make. I'm down for something like that. Yeah, there was this. There's a James Bond. I just can't believe. the names of the Bond girls back in the day, the stuff they got away with is just hilarious. I can't even say it on the air, but remember one of the most infamous Bond girls' names was P Galore. P Galore. I remember another one was named Christmas. Christmas. That's pretty good. There's definitely the jokes write themselves. The innuendos, they write themselves, right? Should take a Doge image and caption it. This picture is more entertaining than a recent Star Wars movie. That's pretty good. I might take you up on that, actually. That's pretty good. Yeah, that one floundered pretty bad, right? That was Ghostbusters of 2015 or 16. That was tough. I only got halfway through it. I couldn't do it. It wasn't amusing at all. And I like Kristen. Personally, I like Kristen Wiig. I like a few of the women that were in that film, respectively, when they're doing other stuff. But in that project, man, that was bad. And then there was didn't a Ghostbusters movie come out after that one? Didn't they try to bring it back differently? Like through some kids, like out in the country or something, or didn't that come out yet? I remember seeing a trailer about it, but I don't know if that ever came out. Did that come out, you guys? Yeah, I don't know. I guess I could just start duck going it and see what became of it, but I thought that you guys would probably know. Maybe it's Ghostbusters Afterlife? Yeah, Ghostbusters Afterlife. Did that come out? Sigourney Weaver's in it. Okay, the new Ghostbusters hasn't come out yet. Okay, I was like, I know I've kind of been living in my own little bubble here, so I could have totally missed this rollout and never seen it. So guys, give me a movie that I should see that's good. I need good movie suggestions to stream, and if I got to pay a few bucks to stream it, that's fine too. But let me know. I need some good movie stream recommendations. It's very difficult for me to find movies that look interesting or movies that I like that I haven't seen already. You know when you log into Netflix or you log into Amazon Prime or whatever, there's your default screen's always so lame, and the stuff they're always pushing and recommending to you on these platforms, most of the time it's really all really lame. So you really just gotta keep searching around to find stuff. Mandy, I've seen. Mandy, I own on DVD, my friend. Excellent movie. Excellent movie. Pretty disturbing movie, but really well done. Nick Cage is a boss, man. Dune coming out soon. Well, that's cool. I want something that's out that I can watch now. Dave Chappelle is now a horribleness inflicted on... Okay, yeah. I don't even know the details. I don't even have to know the details to know how I probably feel about it. City of God, I've seen that. Great movie, great movie. Scott Pilgrim, I've seen it. Great movie. Fury, just Fury. I don't think I've seen a movie just called Fury. Forget the name, but the alien movie that starts with a P, Predator? Josh Rendell, I've never heard it called that. Oh, you guys are funny. You guys are funny. I like Dave Chappelle. I've liked him since way back in the day when he used to impersonate R. Kelly and stuff. Oh, that stuff was so good. Oh, Prometheus. Okay, I've seen Prometheus. I saw it in the theater when it came out. But yeah, it's that's an intense movie. Yep. with directed by Ridley Scott. I mean, I haven't seen it since it came out in theaters, so maybe I'll just watch it again. Gummo. Oh my gosh, that's a wild movie. I remember Gummo. Sharknado. I love Sharknado. Death Trance is a weird movie. Now that one I haven't seen. Fury is dope. World War II movie with Brad Pitt. Shia LaBeouf, dude from Punisher. Michael something. Sounds like, okay, Fury it might be. Fury it might be for me. Layer Cake. I never heard of Layer Cake. Recently, I went on like a Planet of the Apes kind of binge watch. So I never really watched any of the new Planet of the Apes with Mark Wahlberg, so I watched all those in a row. Well, I think only one or two of them was with Mark Wahlberg, and then there were other people starring them, but yeah, I went through all that. Enter the Void. Two-lane blacktop. Gravity. I'm going to have to screenshot this, you guys. There we go. Screenshot. Journey to the Center of the Earth? Is that what you're saying? Layer Cake was with Daniel Craig. Oh, Daniel Craig's a quality actor. He's a quality actor. No doubt about it. No doubt about it, guys. 100% more movies than anyone I know. Yeah. That's true. The Hogfather. You will love it. It's a Christmas movie. I think European Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy movie. Pratchett is hilarious. Thank you, Patrick. The Hogfather. Okay. I've never heard of The Hogfather, but I'm going to screenshot that too. I like dumb, funny movies. I'm not above that by any means. I love Charles Bronson. He's a classic American tough guy. I like Bronson. I like Eastwood. I'm not super big on comic book adaptation movies. It's just never really been my thing, except for the first Batman that we talked about the other night. It's one of the exceptions. You ever seen The Big Hit with Mark Wahlberg or Fear? The Big Hit, is that the one where he, with Christian Bale, and one of them's a fighter? Is that the one? During the Center of the Earth, where they're falling in a giant pit, and one dude yells, "We're still falling." All right. Well, I got some homework to do. Almost Famous. Yes, I've seen that. I've seen that. Unbreakable. Good one. Great film. I love Bruce Willis, man. All right, guys. I think I'm going to wind this one down. Not feeling the best tonight. I just gotta drink my tea with lemon and just get to feeling better for a new day, you know? But I appreciate you guys hanging out this late night. Great late night hangout. Also, it's not the most comfortable sitting on the edge of my sofa streaming. So when I get my real streaming set up, it'll be a lot more conducive to me streaming longer. And I will do more long into the twilight night streaming setups when I'm in a comfortable chair and a desk. That doesn't hurt my back. So yeah. Do you get a lot of donations to your Doge wallet? No, I don't. I've gotten one. I've gotten one Doge tip from Robbie G, actually, the Dogecoin Dolphin. He gave me a Doge tip once. But yeah, that was it. Take turmeric. Yeah, good suggestion. I'm drinking, actually the tea I'm drinking right now is ginger turmeric. And also I'm excited because I got the internet guy coming in here tomorrow and they're upgrading I'm getting my internet upgraded to the highest, fastest speed possible. So I'm going to have 1 gig of internet here tomorrow. So really excited about that. And that'll make everything better for obviously streaming as well. So just making moves, guys, making moves. Upgrade. Lower budget sci-fi from 2008. Thank you for that. Screenshot. Sounds like right up my alley. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Members, thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. No membership stream tonight, but we'll have one soon. If you're already not a member, please consider it. Hit join. It's only $4 a month. That's $1 a week. $1 a week. I can't go any lower, folks. Johnny Mnemonic is a great movie. Anyway, guys, members, non-members, new folks, old school folks, everyone in between, my nephew Kenny, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Until next time, this is Steven Steele, signing out.